It helps, right? It's a big incentive to take that week off. You get one day off anyway. Or when best case we have 8 to do. Now, where I am, we'll see. I'm pretty wet job. Yeah, I'm trying to meeting well, not meeting, but my coach coming into town, second week off, my dad. Yeah, I mean, maybe, protect my guilt myself. My birthday's the 30th. I know. I wonder when.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roman Inns Comedy Club, Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. Wednesday night, let me hear you make some noise, baby! Alright, couple of announcements before we get the show started. Please turn those cell phones on silent. Don't heckle the comedians. And keep your tabletop down or you will be asked to leave. With that out of the way, make some noise for your friends and family you came to see on the Pro-Am, baby! Everybody clap when I bring up your MC. It's the very funny, the very talented. Give it up for Ian Squints!
Hey, how you guys doing? Hell yeah, who came here to support somebody they love, huh? Hell yeah. Who's here to support somebody they fucking hate? Anybody here for that? There's like, God, I hope he fucking tanks, you know? Hell yeah, dude. We got the gang here tonight, man. We got fucking Hawaiian Terry Silver over here. Nobody watches Cobra Kai, okay? That's fine. That's cool. Hot start. I've been trying to focus on my health lately. I've been doing intermittent fasting. You guys know what that is? Pretty much if you don't know what it is, that's when like I'll eat something at the beginning of the day and then I won't eat again until I sell my Xbox. That's what I'm doing. I was in a long distance relationship one time, and I don't know why I thought that would work. I mean, like, I've DoorDashed mustard, you know what I mean? Now, she broke up with me because one time I came too quick during phone sex. Y'all ever do that? So so you just last forever, huh? Okay. Okay, all right. Well, you go like 3 paragraphs long or something like that? Yeah, no, she texted me and she said, do you want to have phone sex? And then I just replied immediately. I was like, I'm done. You want anything from the fridge? I work with some weird people, man, but I like them. I was sitting at like the lunch table with a couple of my coworkers, and then one of them turns to me and they go, hey, Ian, would you suck a dick for $1 million? Which was kind of weird because he was scratching a lottery ticket when he asked me that. You know, it makes my work environment a little bit weird. You know, he'll just be passing me in the halls and just be like, hey, Ian, I'm playing my numbers today. And I hope he wins, I do, because I'm so tired of being poor, dude. Like, he'll just be playing his lottery, and I'm just like there putting on lipstick, and I'm just like, come on, Seven, like. Because, yeah, sure, heterosexual dick sucking is a bit embarrassing, but so is being poor. You know what I mean? I got to teach myself there's no such thing as a free vacation to Pigeon Forge. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's embarrassing, but like, sure. I'm gonna get a Camaro with my dick money. I'm gonna get a Camaro with my dick money. I'm gonna be sitting there fucking revving it up and shit, dude. What am I supposed to like drive around with a Subaru with my dignity? Dude, fuck that shit. I am here to discuss a couple things though. I'm here to address a couple of malicious rumors that have been started about me. Some people have been going around telling other people that I smoke Delta 8. And I don't smoke Delta 8, okay? Do you know how much flack I'm getting in my Wiz Khalifa 420 every day group? Dude, I smoke real weed, dude. I'm higher than balloon pussy right now. And also, when I eat chicken wings, I don't eat the bones. I don't eat the bones, even though some people go around saying that I do that. I don't do that. And also, another thing, stop asking me if I've read books. I haven't. Okay, stop asking me if I've read books. It's mean. Okay? I judge every book by its cover. I pick it up, I go, oh, this is a book, fuck this, and then I put it down, and that's what I do, dude. Man, you guys ever have somebody guess your job, and then it just like hurts your feelings? That happened to me. I was passing this old guy in the grocery store, and he goes, wow, you look like a nice, strong young man. I bet you do scrap metal. Dude, I don't want to look like I do scrap metal, you know what I mean? Like, what does that even look like? Am I noticeably sticky? Do I have bees following me? What the fuck, dude? This guy just like looked at me in my eyes and called me Macho Man Randy Salvage, like... I mean, if you're gonna make fun of me, at least be accurate, dude. I know what I look like. I look like the ghost of Milwaukee's best. I look like on the weekends I go to the Great Wolf Lodge and go swimming in my jeans. You guys heard of Cocaine Bear? Yeah. Well, I look like Fentanyl Seahorse. That's what I'm bringing to the table, dude. You guys ever been driving and like you're about to fall asleep behind the wheel and you got to do the responsible thing and jack off to stay awake? It's not that weird. It's not that weird. And technically I live in my car and you're allowed to jack off in your house, you know what I mean? Actually, if you look through the windows of my house and watch me jack off, you're the weird one, okay? But it is a strange limbo that you gotta keep in there, you know? Because, like, you can't stop. But you can't come either, you know what I mean? So you gotta think of the most average person possible. Like, I can't think of Joe Biden falling off his bike because I'm gonna come so hard I'm gonna bust the glass out of my sunroof. But I also can't think of, like, Betty White either, you know? Because I'm just going to come so hard I'm going to bust the glass out of my sunroof. Well, if you guys liked my material, I will be selling merch in that little alleyway back there. It's $10 a gram. It's pretty good. It's not Delta 8. It's not Delta 8. That's it. You guys have been great. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to bring my good friend up here. It's Mr. Spencer DeMulkey.
Hey, keep it going for Ian Squints. How about it, you guys? There you go. Guy jacks off in his car. That's how we're starting the show. Welcome. Hello. Hi, high school reunion. Wrong? I know. Don't all shake your head. I didn't think this would be the worst place to have it. Maybe not. We should start doing that. Rent out the club. God, good. All right. Good start. I don't understand women. Thank you. I mean, I know more now, but like when I was a kid, I never got like when women say they have cramps, I didn't know that it was like in there, like a part of the system. So I just thought a girl would just be walking around and just be like, ooh, must be that time of the month. So I didn't get it. I was like, stay hydrated. You know what I mean? Eat a fucking banana every now and then. Wait 30 minutes after eating before you go swimming. Why are you cramping up? Electrolyte deficiency. All right, we get it. I'm a Jewish guy. All right, thanks everyone for making me feel very comfortable about that. No, don't clap now. That's how you find the anti-Semites, are the people who clap. They're trying too hard. My dad's a Jew. All right. Try. That was your second attempt. Yeah. Are you Jewish? No. No. Don't be gross. No, I'm not Jewish. I remember one time I was talking to my dad. I came home from school. I was like 14 or something. And also, my dad's not super with it. Just to give you a picture, like, he thinks our phones are tracking us, but he also thought Twitch was a dating app for people with Tourette syndrome. So, But I came home from school. My dad was like asking me if there were any girls I liked in my class, and I just remember, like, we're talking about it. Conversation got quiet. He looked at the floor for a minute, and then he just looks up at me, and he goes, Spencer, if you want to wait till you're married to have sex, that's totally okay with me. I was just like, I don't know what I was doing that made you think that. I'm actually just trying to have it tomorrow if I can. That'd be great. I was like, Dad, is that what you did? He's like, no, I'm not a fucking pussy. Just trying to give you advice. Yeah, he didn't find out he was Jewish till he was 25. Which is, oh no. Why is that oh no? My life is ruined. No, I think it's weird to go that long without knowing. Especially, I know you guys don't know him, but like, he should have known. Just like by the way he is as a guy. Here's how he found out: is he walked down a set of stairs and he was like, "Oi, my back!" And that was it. That was how he knew. That's a long time to go in your life without knowing that much of an identifier about yourself. You know what I mean? That'd be like if LeBron James played 6 seasons in the NBA and he's just like, I can't believe I'm the most successful white guy in the league by far. That's crazy. I feel like you guys felt like that was racist, and it's not. It can't be. It's not. Great. Are you guys horny? What an insane reaction. Yes. You're horny as hell right now?
Always.
All right. Weird place to come for if you're horny. There's other places you could have gone. You could go to Ian Squints' car. I'm not. I just am asking because I'm not horny. Not right now, but also as a person. But like all my friends are horny. Like all my guy friends are getting pegged. What happened to my fucking boys, dude? All of them. And pegging, by the way, is when you get bored of regular sex, so you go to your girlfriend and you're like, hey, what if we introduce plastic and also my asshole? What happened in here, man? They're all trying to convince me to do it, pegging. They all turn into fucking doctors. They're just like, well, Spencer, the male G-spot is in the asshole. I'm just like, yeah, maybe, but life's not just about coming as hard as you possibly can, you know what I mean? There's got to be more to life than just blowing your sack wide open in the bedroom. I'm not trying to push the boundaries of how hard man can come, you know what I mean? All right, there it is. That's the end of me. Really fun. You guys, give it up for your next comedian. Very funny young man. It's Nick Higdon.
Thank you, Spencer. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Right on. Hey, how we doing? Amen, brother. Horniest man here. All right, cool. No, hey, how you doing? I got higher than I've ever been in my entire life last night. Do you guys know what dabs are? Yeah, do you smoke them? No. Concern, no. I don't know I should have talked to you before I did that. Holy shit. If you guys don't know what dabs are when you want smoking weed to feel like smoking crack. You need a glass pipe. You need a blowtorch. It's like, dude, if you need power tools to get high, take a break. Right? You shouldn't be alone in your living room with the welder's mask on, like, all right, time to feel something. Yeah. So I smoke a little weed. I like to get high and then just watch the History Channel. Yeah, thank you. When I get high, I turn into a 40-year-old man. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. But yeah, the other night I was high. I was watching the History Channel, and I was watching this show about this guy called Vlad the Impaler. Yeah? A couple Vlad heads in the crowd? That's what your group is, Vlad heads? Well, you came to the right place, let me tell you. Yeah, okay, so for those of y'all that don't know who Vlad the Impaler is, Vlad's this dictator from the 1400s, you guys know, from the 1400s that used to kill his enemies by making these big sticks and then putting them on there by their buttholes and just letting them slide down. Right, and much like Spencer was saying, you know, while I was high, I was imagining, how Spencer says the G-spot's in the middle butthole? What if, like, for a second, like, on the way down? Just 1 second. Just a guy going like, ah! Oh, okay. Oh. Hey, can I get a thicker stick? One of the guards goes up to Vlad. He's like, Vlad, I'm sorry, Mr. the Impaler. The guy out there's not dying. He's like, what are you talking? What's he doing? I think he's coming. Oh my God. You guys are fun. What's a power bottom? Been hearing all this talk lately. I think I figured out what it is, though. I don't know. I used to think it was just like, it sounded cool. I thought it was when you like kick a guy in the air and try to catch him with your ass. I'm like, that sounds awesome. Where do I sign up for that? God, I feel like I'm doing comedy to a bunch of Mormons right now. What is happening? Everybody's so tight. All right, fine. That's okay. I have a girlfriend, believe it or not. Yeah, you guys are like, no way. Yeah, but I do. We're still kind of like in the beginning phases of the relationship. Like, we're calling each other pet names and stuff, but I don't know. Have you ever like called your girlfriend a pet name and then like somebody else saw that? Right? It's embarrassing, right? Like the other day, so this is true. My girlfriend like went out of town to visit her family, and I called her phone expecting her to answer the phone, right? So I was like, hey, how's my little baby tits doing? And then just on the other end of the phone, I hear, yeah, Nick, this is baby tits' dad. She is definitely not coming to the phone right now. And of course, I just start panicking. I'm like, fuck, I am so sorry, Mr. Baby Tits. I did not mean to disrespect your family. All right, you guys were something. That's cool. Hey, guys, your next comic, he's very funny. I'm sure you're going to love him. It's Kyle Rogers.
Yes, thank you. Keep clapping for me. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and answer your question right now. No, I cannot fix your computer. I just can't fucking see, okay? Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently the Girl Scouts of America is partnering with Planned Parenthood. I guess the Girl Scouts' next move is to eliminate the competition. You can read it online. It's in their new manifesto. It's called No Tagalongs. Yes. My name is Kyle. Something happened to me this weekend. Never happened before. I met a black Kyle. That's right, an African American Kyle, or as an AAK as I call it. I was talking to him. I was like, dude. I was like, a black Kyle. Your mom half white? He said, no. I said, all right. I was like, but I think you're appropriating our culture, man. He's like, no, man, I love NASCAR. I was like, whoa, that's our N-word. But I do love NASCAR. I mean, my name's Kyle. I'm like 8 of the 40 drivers in NASCAR. But I do love it. But it's hard to get a good grasp on like what NASCAR actually is, right? And actually the best way I found out is drunk driving. That's right. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I drive drunk, that's when I'm my most focused. My hands are at 10 and 2. I'm wearing a helmet. And then when I get to where I'm going, I thank Ford, Bud Light, and Taco Bell for making the drive possible. So, yeah. I've been trying to date this year. I have been trying to date. Sometimes it's hard though, you know, but I learned a couple things this year while I was dating. I learned, number one, I make things awkward sometimes. Right? I'm on a date with a girl. You know how girls try to test you and shit? She's trying to tell me where she's from. She's like, I'm from Wyoming. Do you know what that touches? And I was like, yes. Kids. I think she was looking for Colorado, but I was like, fuck it, I'm going for it. Right. The second thing I learned about myself this year is I like to fuck with my shirt on. I got a clap from over there. I know it. I don't know what it is. It brings me comfort. I can't explain it, right? And I was looking around and I started thinking, I was like, I'm going to start going to the store to buy shirts to fuck in. Right? Hell, I'd been to Target. I've been to Walmart. My favorite place, though, is the Goodwill. They got variety. All right? You know, I'm in the dressing room. I'm looking in the mirror. No pants on, dicks out, shirts on. I got to know what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? But I settled on 2 shirts. I settled on a football jersey and a tuxedo T-shirt. I settled on the football jersey because she's got enough. I mean, it sets the tone, right? If I wear that thing into bed, she knows I've been stretching all day and I'm ready to hit the seam. Right? And when I wear it sometimes, she's like, who's Johnson? I'm like, oh, that's mine. She's like, no, who is Johnson? I'm like, oh, that's some black guy, but I'm hitting the hole tonight. All right. All right, guys. My favorite shirt, though, is the tuxedo T-shirt. I love that tuxedo T-shirt. My favorite thing to do, though, is to talk dirty when I got it on, right? Because I'm super classy. Right? And the thing is, I like to talk dirty, and I'll hold in my hand like I got a tray of hors d'oeuvres, and I'll be looking at her, and I'm like, more meat for the missus? Oh, she loves that shit. The last thing I learned this year is anal is like cheeseburgers and vagina is like steak, right? Because anal, you don't mind it to be a little crispy around the edges in between 2 buns, right? But steak, everyone wants a hot pink center, right? Hell, the only time I've ever gotten a well-done pussy is from my dad. He's like, oh, you got an A in math? Well done, pussy. All right. All right, thank you. My name is Kyle Rogers. All right, let's get your next comedian up here, Nate Harriman.
Another round of applause for Kyle. All right. I am jealous of other races. Let me finish. It's not because of money or insurance or healthcare, because I already have all that. It's because the ability to just go off. I feel like whether it's African American, Hispanic, Italian, I don't know if Italian's a race or an ethnicity, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, it's just the ability to go off. I feel like in those cultures when you've just hit a limit, you let it out. A switch flips and you just say, everybody else in this room is gonna know that I'm upset. And as a kid who grew up in the Midwest, I wasn't raised that way. When I get angry, I start researching AR-15s. I buy a little black journal to write all my private thoughts in, conveniently placed where someone will find it after the fact. I re-enrolled in high school. I'm 22. They didn't catch me. Now you might be saying, oh, Nate, you have a privileged background. You know, maybe that's true, maybe that's not. But I have made attempts in the past to relate, to think outside of my world and just the things that affect me. When I was little, our family sponsored a poor kid in South America. Part of the program was we gave money to this kid, and someone had to write letters. He had a pen pal, and a genius decided that I would be his pen pal. He would write things like, "My village is patrolled by the cartel every day, and I live in a house made of trash bags." I'd write back, "Gee, I wish I lived in a house made of trash bags." What do you say to that? There's nothing you can say. One time he wrote to me, he said, "I walk 8 miles to get to school every day." And I was like, come on, that's not that far, even if you are on crutches. Because when you think about it, you're only using one leg. That's 4 miles, that's half the distance. You have help for the other 4 miles, so I don't know what you're complaining about. But speaking of kids, I don't want kids, and I'll tell you why. Let's pretend for a moment that you're all business owners and you have to find an employee to fulfill a position. Now, the only thing you know about this employee is that they're stupid, they're gonna need a lot of training, you're gonna have to pay for all of that training. Once their training is complete, after 18 years, they're gonna leave, never pay you back, and never return your calls. Would you hire that employee? No. That's the same reason why I don't wanna have kids. It'd be the same situation. You start talking about not wanting kids, people get offended. It's a lot like politics. It's hard to talk about politics without people getting offended. But whichever side of the aisle you fall on, you can't disagree that the last 3 presidents have put on an absolute show. There has been a hell of a variety between the last 3 presidents. We went George H.W. Bush, middle-aged white guy, doesn't say much. Bill Clinton, middle-aged white guy, doesn't say much. George W. Bush, middle-aged white guy, doesn't say much. Then boom, Barack, the definition of cool, Mr. Smooth, the first black president. Boom, orange, Donald Trump, real estate tycoon, loves to be on Twitter. Boom, Joe Biden. Can't walk or talk straight, dementia patient. So whatever you say, it's been something to watch. Now, I don't really take stances, politically speaking, but one thing I do take a stance on is religion. I think it's crazy. If you have a spouse and they die, the people around you give you 1.5 years, 2 years tops before they're like, hey, you gotta move on. They might have been the person who knew you best, your best friend, your soulmate, the one for you, but it's been 2 years, you gotta move on. It's been 2,000 years since a certain someone died, and we're still waiting for him. And not only do you have to wait, you have to get on your knees every night and ask him to forgive you for something you did 2,000 years after the fact, which I think is absolutely insane. And I know what I'm talking about because I used to go to a private Christian university. I used to be part of the pro-life activist group at that university. But then I transferred, I had sex for the first time, and I realized God is not in a book, he's somewhere else. Seeing the light, thank you, that's my time. Our next comic is Lee Kimbrell. Give it up for Lee.
Thank you, guys. Hello, all. You know, everybody, all the comics have been talking shit about you guys and saying that you're a terrible audience, but I don't think so. Except for fucking that part, I guess. Everybody else got on board with my little bit. No, we're fun. We're doing good. Thank you all for being here. I grew this mustache out just recently because I've been going through some rough mental shit and I couldn't give myself bangs. So I just gave myself some little nose bangs so everybody knew. 2 harsh looks from the girls with bangs sitting right next to each other. Yeah. What is it?
Did it tickle you?
What? My nose bangs? Yeah, it does tickle my nose a little bit. I also have a debilitating cocaine problem. That might be part of the problem. But you know, my nose is tickly. It does happen. I grew the mustache out just because, like, I don't know. I saw this movie. I watched this show. I was like, damn. You guys might have seen it. Dahmer. I was like, that guy's mustache looks sick, dude. Hell yeah. I'm going to try that. I don't have his appetite, but I'll steal his drip, you know? I'll give it a shot. Then I was on the dating apps with my little mustache, my new little mustache, and I matched with this woman, and then she hit me first, and she just goes, I like the confidence it takes to have that mustache. And then, you know, we kept talking because I was lonely, and we just kept talking. She was weird. She was sending me bad vibes. Like 30 minutes in, she goes, send me a dick pic. 30 minutes in, I was like, who the fuck does this lady think I am? And I fucking said it, you know? And then she kept talking, and then at the end she goes, no, seriously, your mustache, I think that it's like cool and sexy that it's ugly, but you put it out in the world for people to see. And I was like, damn, I was just thinking the same thing about your baby, but okay, here we are. Not a lot of matches there, bitch, huh? Unfriend or whatever. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh, man. I am in a weird mood, dude. I got my car stolen a couple days ago. My fucking car got stolen, dude. And apparently it's my fault because it's a Kia or whatever. But, you know, apparently that one's on fucking me for buying the most expensive thing I've ever owned and then have it stolen away from me. I went, where am I going to jack off now? You know? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I went down to the cops and I reported it or whatever, and they basically were just like, yeah, we're not going to do anything. And I mean, I get it. It's a lot of work. But I asked the lady, I was just like, so what should I do? What's like the plan of action, you know? And she goes, you could go look for it. I was like, bitch! I know, with what? They stole my car. You want me to fucking walk around the hood on foot just being like, excuse me, gentlemen, has anyone seen a 2021 Kia Forte? Give me your gun, lady, then I'll fucking do it. Then I'll go down there. Told me to go and do it myself. That was crazy. I was all sad, went to a Reds game, tried to improve my plight. Saw the Kiss Cam. Kiss Cam's pretty exciting, right? Gets everybody all riled up. I'd say a lot of people that get put on the Kiss Cam probably go home and have sex. I would imagine so. Everyone loves the Kiss Cam. Gets you going, right? Everyone at the game thinks the Kiss Cam's great, but then when I walk up to couples at bars and I'm like, kiss! Kiss for me! Then I'm an animal. Another good thing to help with a bad mood, go to Jungle Jim's. Jungle Jim's is a fun little place, isn't it? Jungle Jim's, the international food market. If it was truly an international food market, then wouldn't most of the aisles not have any food in them? Just walking around a busy store, then you come around aisle 17, it's just like a kid with a big belly and an AK-47. You're like, whoa! This is different. All right, that's my time. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. Wow. All right. It's got a good show going on here, including this next comic. Show some love, make some noise for James Andrews.
How we doing tonight? Everybody having a good summer? Hell yeah, that's what we like to hear. Anybody go and see a parade so far this year? Really? Well, a couple of y'all. That's okay. I went and saw a parade earlier this summer, and I'll be honest with you, it was a mix of the funniest and saddest things that I've ever seen in my life. Now, I can feel y'all's assholes starting to pucker already. I'm not talking about the Pride Parade. I wouldn't joke about that. That would be insensitive and wrong and frankly easy. It's low-hanging fruit. All right, one. But that was a pun. I don't think those count. No, the parade that I went to was a very small 4th of July parade. So small, in fact, it only had 2 sponsors. The first one was Kroger's, and the second one was the local nursing home. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It was pretty damn rough. It was about the roughest thing I've ever seen. In the July heat, that little half mile turned into a fucking death march for them geezers. I'm serious, it was rough. I felt sorry for them. I didn't think a lot of them were gonna make it. And honestly, I think that might be the point. No, think about it. Why else would a nursing home sponsor a parade in the middle of the day in the hottest month of the year, except to get rid of old inventory and drum up new business? I mean, I can't think of why else. It's sad, and you know what they do? They try and cover it up. Among all them old people just fucking crawling up the street, they had like, what was it, like 1 fire engine and a couple of 2008 Corollas with fucking streamers on them. That's it. It's really sad. And it's wrong, y'all. It really is. We're gonna be in trouble here soon. If we start killing off our old people like this, what are we gonna do when all of our older, hilarious, racist family members die? That is gonna be horrible. What are you gonna, look, I don't know about y'all. Who in here is willing to be the family member that brings up that Asian people have like sideways pussies at Thanksgiving? Anybody else willing to pick up that torch? I can't do it. I can't be the one. Fuck, I lost where I was. That's all right though. So here, not only are old racist people funny, they're important. They give us perspective, all right? They do. The media will have you believe that racism looks a lot like me, honestly. Maybe with a little bit more money, but a lot like me. And that's not the case. The truth is, for the most part, the face of racism is about an 80-year-old man fucking puttering around in a bathrobe, fucking muttering about Asian pussy. His dick ain't worked in 30 years, but fuck it, it's still an issue for him. That's important, y'all. It is. I'll give you another example. I'll give you a better one. Every day when I walk into work, I get hit up by an old black homeless man for money, right? And all my money's on a card. I don't got anything to give him. And when I tell him that, he has the same reaction every time. He goes, "You fucking cracker." And number one, that's every white person in here should be called a cracker before 5 a.m. All right? It'll add some pep to your step. It's fucking funny. But the truth is, yeah. But when he says it to me, I always go back to him and I go, "Yeah, but I'm a Ritz, bitch." And he doesn't get it. He doesn't realize why that's actually very funny. And the truth is, it's funny because I am a lot like a Ritz cracker. I'm tan, and my skin is dry, yet always a little bit greasy. It's great. I never have to use lotion. In fact, I'm thinking about marketing it as a lotion. How low would the overhead be? I just have to go to a trailer park, go in, grab everybody up, stick the fat ones on fucking treadmills, and then have the meth heads go around and, sponge up the product. We'll repackage it and sell it. I can already hear the shit, that's about my time. I can already hear the commercial. For smooth, exfoliated skin all year long, White Boy Grease. Now available in mango and grape. That's funny because black people like to smell like food. All right, that fell a little flat, but that's all right. Next up, this dude is really funny. I've seen him a whole bunch. Give it up for Josh Faust, everybody.
You don't want to lose these.
I don't think you guys deserve to be called crackers. You're clearly honkies. So tell me, you honks. You guys ever experiment with your bodies, huh? Shout it out. Anybody? Who's brave? No? I heard one muttered yeah in the back. We'll forget. I've been experimenting with my body lately. I've been running this little experiment on it. For the past 8 days, I have eaten nothing but Skittles. I'm trying to see if my poops will turn rainbow. So far, it's just red. Like a lot of red. Like really, like scarlet. I'm shitting blood. I let somebody else do a little experiment on my body a while ago. I got laser eye surgery. It was, was somebody gonna, oh, that was a bottle. I thought you were clapping. Don't clap, I didn't do it with a mirror. Somebody else did it. It was fine. It wasn't really what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, when someone says, they shot lasers into my eyes, I thought they were gonna shoot out, is the thing. Laser eye surgery, right? Am I crazy? Am I intentionally misunderstanding it to try to tell this joke? Is that? It's like put an Oxford comma in there, right? Laser comma eye surgery. I don't know if that's an Oxford comma. Neither do you, so. It's if I say I'm getting robot arm surgery, right? You expect me to come back, punch a hole through the wall, right? With my robot? No. It means a robot is gonna do surgery on my arm. Whoop-de-doo, my surgeon's a robot. Sure, the robot's parents are so proud. I don't appreciate anything. What are these fucking scientists doing, basically, is what I want to know. Like, where are my laser eyes? Where's my robot arms? Where's my fucking jetpack? If I had a jetpack, I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be dead in a jetpack accident. That's likely. Just a red smear somewhere. And my tombstone would just say, nice. Like a pterodactyl on it, maybe. Like a holographic pterodactyl. That could liven up a cemetery a little bit. Have you ever noticed how much a bummer cemeteries are? Nothing, no fun in them, not even the kids section. It's just fucking constant sorrow. It's so fucking, like get one of those like Nintendo Switch kiosks, you know, from like Walmart. Stick that, get the kids' Nintendo Switch in there. I finish this Pokemon or something, right? I don't know. Turn them into like giant piano keys, right? Like big, you know, we play chopsticks. Dun, dun, dun. Guys, no one I care about has ever died or will ever die, so I really can't relate to how you're feeling right now. I just think that's really funny shit. Tell me, have you ever heard of Nova Scotia? Not you, just you. No, it's like a Canadian province. I found out it means New Scotland in French. Why isn't it in Scottish? Or why isn't it in France? Why would you? No punchline, I just want it fixed. Just like, we don't like it. I'm gonna do some impressions now. This is a homeless guy on house arrest. Oh, this is actually pretty nice. Thank you. This is White Samuel L. Jackson. Bing. Are there normally this many snakes on the plane? It just seems like a lot of snakes. It doesn't have to be white Samuel L. Jackson. I mean meek Samuel L. Jackson, but not everybody knows what meek means. You know? It means white. This is a telephone repairman. Hello, telephone repair. What? Thank you. All right, that's it for me, everybody. Thanks a lot. Your next comic, very funny guy, Johnny Tremarco.
I might have done a little bit of experimenting on myself today, too. My timing is all messed up today. My edibles kicked in right before I got up here. Jeez. Oh, man. This is going to be a fun one. Man, I've eaten so many edibles recently, my burps can get you high. I farted in the same room as my brother and he failed a drug test. I went to take a dump in a public bathroom. Some guy walks in after me and was like, man, that's some good shit. Why is it the cheesy one that always makes it cheese? So I've been doing a lot of dating lately. I'm picking up a lot of yesterday's hotties on clearance. Yeah, single women over 40. Shit's like a fire sale. Anything goes, really. Oh, man. The trick is to grab them right before they hit the crazy cat lady stage. Either way, you're going to get some pussy. Ah, man. I've even been hitting on heroin addicts by telling them I have a needle dick. And I'm really good at spooning. I'm just poking fun. But I am currently going through a breakup right now. And I think my dog is taking it harder than I am. You see, I'm still standing. And that poor little guy's on all fours. I mean, in all honesty, he's the one that picked her out. The only trick I taught him is go hit on her. Oh, really? That one doesn't work, shit. All right. No, we had to break up because of fuel prices. I just couldn't afford to gaslight her anymore. She suffered from horrible versions of constipation. I screwed that all up. Yeah, let's just forget that joke. She was a mother of 3 who used to rip my clothes off and then neatly fold them on the floor. I bring out the freaks. Speaking of which, she was the first girl to talk me into pegging. And from earlier, we all know what that is. Yeah, all she had to say was, oh, don't get all butthurt. I have learned a few lessons with all this dating now. Can never date a girl named Rachel. I look too much like Ross. I might be too emotionally stable for the level of toxicity I like in my women. I mean, every relationship starts the same way. This is so great. You know how to listen and communicate and you process your emotions. Until about 3 to 6 months go by and then you start hearing, man, and the first fight shows up. And you're just like, man, this sucks. You know how to listen, communicate, and you've already processed all your emotions. And the other thing I've learned was probably I shouldn't mansplain anymore. It's not like women listen. I guess you guys didn't hear that one. Go figure. And I am a bit of a nice guy, and I try to be accommodating to these women too, because they're so used to toxic relationships. So, you know, I'll do things like not text them back right away, not like their selfies on Facebook, or get caught balls deep in their sister and be like, man, I'm doing this for you. Well, I think that's my time. Yeah, I think you guys had enough of me. I want you guys to keep that same energy and love going for the next comic, Mr. J. Champion.
How y'all doing tonight? Cincinnati. I drove 106 miles an hour to get here tonight. So I'm fucking out of it, I just tell you right now. So, have you ever been caught shaving your balls in a Starbucks restaurant before? In the restaurant? Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I'm not Jewish, but I am circumcised. I promise you that. My parents waited till I was 4 years old to do it. 4 years old. So I told this girl I was dating. She said, "You couldn't remember that." I said, "I promise you, I remember when they stuck the needle in my dick." I said, all the men here understand this. If they stick a needle in your dick, you'll remember that all the way back to when you were sperm. So when I was a kid, I didn't know that girls didn't have balls. So at the age of 9 years old, I kicked my sister between the legs. And she kicked me back, and we stood and screamed and jumped up and down until Mom came in the room. So Mom sat down, and so she, like a good mom, drew a picture of a vagina for me and showed me what it looked. Well, she was the first person that exposed me to pornography, but it was anime. Amen. So when I looked at the picture, I thought, damn, I must have kicked her balls all the way back in. When I was a kid, though, I used to have little pet names for my penis. Like Big Boy Banana, Snake Trouser, y'all know that one? My favorite one, Mini Me, you know that one? When I became a full-grown man, I decided I better call it what it really is. The reason I pay alimony, that's why it is now. Shit, that thing's got me in more trouble than the Kardashians at a BBC convention. I'm not talking about the English television network. How many of you seen the Barbie movie? Anybody here? 4 of you? I was into that. We was talking about Barbie earlier. You know, they ought to have some more like role examples for current models today. For instance, I think what we ought to have is like a pregnant Barbie. We don't have a pregnant Barbie, but you know why we don't have a pregnant Barbie? Because Ken came in the other box by himself. But I was thinking when I was back, I love listening to other comics. It gives me ideas. I've rewritten my whole thing tonight. And I thought what we really should have is a Barbie named Peg. She comes with her own strap-on kit. You wouldn't buy that for your kids this Christmas? Neither would I. They didn't let me have kids, by the way, anyway. They should have a stripper Barbie, and it should come with a prescription of Valtrex on the back of the box, just in case, you know. So I have a girlfriend. She's 24 years old, and I know the ladies think, oh, that's creepy. The guys are like fist pumping me. And then I have a 36-year-old girlfriend, so the two of them add up to 60. That's how old I am. And so the other day I texted my girlfriend, and I said, when are you going to come over and sit on my face? But it gets creepier. I accidentally texted this to my pastor's wife. Ooh. And then she texted me back and said, I'll see you on Thursday. Then I got another text after that one. This one scared me. It came from the pastor, her husband. Big, bold, all caps print. He said, I'll see you on Friday. Oh, this must be a religious Bible Belt area up here, I guess. I was having sex with my girlfriend, and she told me I'm sapiosexual. And actually, she's my ex-girlfriend now. And if you don't know what sapiosexual means, then you're probably not going to have sex with my ex-girlfriend. Neither am I, because I don't want to stand in line for it. But I guess that's kind of a new concept. People don't know what a sapiosexual is. But if you look it up on Google, you'll see this picture of a woman licking a brain. Because sapiosexual people, they're turned on by intellectual conversation. So to get the point across, my girlfriend, she sent me a picture of a drawing of a woman licking a brain. So I told her that I wanted to remind her she always told me I had a dick for a brain. So with all things being equal, I told her she could lick my brain anytime she wants to. That's my time. I'm Jay Champion. Thank you. Let's put it together for our next comic. John Lewis.
Hey, how you doing out there? Okay, I am a professional magician. Would you like to see a magic trick? Yeah. I could do something with beautiful artistry, or something stupid and dangerous. Who wants beautiful artistry? We were gonna have this gentleman come up and dance ballet. Wouldn't he look good in a pink tutu? No. By your applause, who wants me to risk my life and limb for your viewing pleasure? You're an evil audience. Well, I have this. Deadly, razor sharp balloon. Everybody acts scared. The balloon of death. I want you guys to help me out. Bring this on home by saying, take it all. Take it all. Take it all. Now do you want me to bring it back? Ta-da! But we're not done, because I'm going to make you the world's nastiest balloon animal. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting a balloon dog. This is a Shih Tzu. Okay. Excuse me. Would you like to see me do some juggling? Now, some people can juggle 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would you like to see me juggle 8 balls? Thank you for that thunderous burst of complete indifference. Would you like to see me juggle 8 balls? Then check it out. I'm juggling 8 balls. Thank you for that thunderous burst of applause. Hey, can some big shot Hollywood celebrity do this? They don't have to do this. What I'm doing here is what you do for a living with a liberal arts degree from a community college. But here I have half of a cat, a dog, and a rat. A rat, a cat, half of a cat, and a dog. This is Chinese restaurant food juggling. And I normally get to do this with style. They're doing pretty good. But typically, for most years, this would be Cincinnati Reds juggling. Okay. Oh, a little bit about myself. My name's John Lewis. I'm a community activist. I just helped a woman break the glass ceiling at her work. She lost her job at the Crone Conservatory, but, you know. And I come from a redneck background. My brother is a true redneck. He was walking into a gas station, saw a sign that said, no shirt, no shoes, no service, and thought, well, there goes that job interview. And I got married, but it didn't work out. From the moment we met, we didn't work out. I say potato, she says potato. I say tomato, she says, I never want to see you again, you totally disgust me. And then I say that's a terrible thing to hear on your wedding night. But I live in a tough neighborhood. In fact, the guy came up to me yesterday and said, my name's Patrick, I just moved into the neighborhood. I said, okay. And he goes, by law, I'm required to tell you that. To which I said, good to meet you, Father Patrick. But, you know, the things are tough in Norwood. And Norwood DoorDash is running to the porch that has the nearest Amazon delivery. and DoorDash Uber is get out of the car. But I guess my time is about up, so I want to tell you, love yourself, love your neighbor, make your mistakes, forgive yourself, don't set the bar too high, or short people won't have a place to drink. My name's John Lewis. I hope you got your funnies worth, and coming up now is a real treat, a professional comic who travels all over making audiences laugh uproariously. He'll do that here. I'm going to detach and introduce you to Mr. Rand Barnacle. Really give it up for him.
Take it all. 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 Take it all.
Let's see it.
You guys are a bunch of bitches, huh? You would have loved it if I came up here and showed. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Got a fart face, very angry, arms crossed. Are you all right? Are you gone off an edible right now? Why are you staring? You are? Yeah, fuck yeah. You have a very edible look to you right now. If you don't know, I just looked at this man and he was like this. I got a fucking sword up here, dude. This was in the back. I don't know what the fuck this is used for. It's taller than shit, but it's got a bunch of like clinks in it. It's fucked up. Is everybody all right? You okay? What happened?
Are you okay?
Yes, bitch. I'm fine. The fuck up. It really does feel like a fucking employee meeting in here. I mean, it does. It's like, it's very, was everybody like,
You know what we should do on Wednesday? Let's get a fucking crew together and let's go scowl at a bunch of fucking strangers.
that sucks. Because we're all in the back like, come on, man, I got this new joke about drug dealers. And everybody out here is like, fucking John was up here pulling balloons out of his asshole. And you didn't take your fucking hand off your face, guy. Pulled a balloon out of his ass. The Chinese food restaurant juggle was a little fucked up. That was a little fucked up. Is everybody on this side of the room a Christian Scientist? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Shut up. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? What happened?
We are Christians, asshole.
I said Christian Scientist. And also, we are Christians, asshole is pretty much the most un-Christian thing I can think of. Fucking devil-worshipping liar. Uncross your fucking arms or I'm cutting them off. Johnny Cool. Are you too cool? Don't be too cool in the front row and handsome. Nobody likes a handsome, cool guy. You got my back if fucking Johnny Cool wants to jump up? God, you would sklounce that motherfucker. What do you do for a living? Rip trees out of the fucking ground? What do you do? What do you do?
Get Mike over here.
Is your name Mike? Damn it.
Get Mike over here and see if we can get some of these junipers out of the front yard.
He just walks over and they're like, tools? He's like, nah, I got it. How many milligrams? No idea is the wrong answer, dude. You're in for a fucked up evening. Dude, I ate an edible one time and I was driving home, and I had to have my head out the car window like a golden retriever. I was like, I can only breathe if I swallow it. So you're in for a good night. I saw a lady bring a cat into a bar on a leash. Cat in a bar on a leash, everybody knew it was a lady.
Nobody was like, what was his name? Was it Mike? Did I know him?
No. This is a lady. Does anybody want to guess that lady's race? Yeah, she was white. Yeah, she was white.
Oh, Jesus, Mike. Asian? Was she gonna eat it in the bar? I'm a racist guy in the front row. Chill the fuck out. She was white. She was so white you could see her fucking spine from the front. That's how white she was. Dude, bringing a cat into a bar is the same thing as bringing a baby onto an airplane. As soon as anybody sees it, they're like,
see, this is why I fucking hate women.
all right, fuck off, fuck you. See you guys later. Thank you so much. Oh, you'll be all right. Take some deep breaths. All right, keep it going for your next comedian. It's... No, don't stop clapping now, goddammit. Keep it going for your next comedian, Randall Robinson, baby!
What the fuck just happened? I have to follow that motherfucker? All right, I'll start with, man, I feel bad because I think I'm the only comedian that doesn't have a butt fucking joke tonight. Sorry about that, all you butt fucking fans. I know you Christians, how you like it. Better than birth control, you know? How you doing, ma'am, over there, the edibles? Who's on the edibles? You're all fucking on the edibles. Are you kidding me? You're on the edibles? All right. It'll be all right, man. Just breathe. Long exhale. All right. I can't see very well here. Oh, man, you are a handsome motherfucker. Jesus, like Jersey Shore meets like Midwest, like hell yeah. Fist pump, I love it. What are you benching these days, bro? 95? Bench, yeah, max. 300? Nice. I'm doing 305 these days. What a fucking pussy. Nirvana, sure, right? 90s, cool, right? Yeah. NSYNC, yeah. Got the whole 90s, got the 90s vibe going. That's nice. All right, who we got over here? Mike, Big Mike? You having a good night? You having a good time? All right. I don't know what to say about you, Mike. You seem like a nice guy. I don't want to fuck with you too much. You're big. You could probably bench press that, dude. All right. You guys like Hamilton? Yeah. You guys like, oh really? You like Hamilton? I thought it was like rap for white people. Cool, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. You like Kanye too, though, right? All right. I know you don't. I get it. All right. You do, I know you like Hamilton. Yes. That is, you are the Hamilton audience. I was confused too because like George Washington was black. I thought he was racist. Come on, he was racist, guys. You can laugh at that. It's been a long time. Oh, I think I divided you with that when everyone's pissed off now about the George Washington joke. Seems like you're really rooting for me. Yeah. Oh, thanks. You seem like a really nice, yeah. You like balance her out. All right. I have no idea what time is, so it could have been like a minute or 3 minutes. So Now, hopefully that light hasn't gone off yet. Has the light gone off? Yeah. I have a minute left now. Perfect timing. I should have shut the fuck up about all that. So yeah, a minute left. How am I gonna close this one? It's been a crazy night, guys. You guys have really hung in there through all the butt fucking and atheism. That crack about George Washington. I mean, he was a founding father, god damn it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's my act for tonight. Thanks for showing up for the crowd. Bye, bye, bye. All right, guys, so let's give it up. Keep it going for your next comedian, Stephen Bear.
Give it up for Randolph. Oh my gosh. He reminds me of my creepy science teacher who tried to sell me DMT. He's great. Give it up for him. Give it up for him. Someone told me that I look like I spent all my trust fund money on NFTs, which is rude, okay? I only have one NFT, okay? No form of transportation. I got my car stolen, so I don't know if you've ever gotten your car stolen before, but it will really challenge your political ideology. Like before I got my car stolen, only thing I wanted was social justice. Now that I've gotten my car stolen, the only thing I want is criminal justice. I am pissed. I am pissed. It's bad. It is bad. And I'm like a poor guy. It's not good. Like, to give you an idea of my financial situation, for me, looking at my bank account is a lot like looking at my penis. I don't like to do it. And every time I do, it's like, damn, there was more there last time I checked. Fuck! Don't you hate when it gets cold outside and your bank account shrivels up? It's the worst. It's terrible. But despite my financial woes, I'm still an intellectual powerhouse. I'm a smart guy. I was editor-in-chief of my high school newspaper. Well, homeschool newspaper. So, but the local news needs to be reported, okay? This just in, Dad's a dick, okay? Yeah, I got like reserved support from my parents on like doing stand-up comedy. I'm sure they would prefer me to be like a state senator or something, but really, I think they're just happy that I'm not rapping anymore. So it's all good. Yeah, I remember the first time I told my dad that I wanted to do stand-up comedy. He was like, don't you need to be funny to do stand-up? Don't you need to be supportive to be a father? I guess they're letting anyone do it. God damn. He told me that it's like weird that I'm trying to do stand-up because I haven't made him laugh once. It's like, damn, dude. Like, if I came out as gay, was he gonna be like, what, you're gay? That's crazy. You haven't made me come once. Guys, give it up for my dad never coming once. Give it up for him. So this one time, this is like when I was like 19 years old. My parents went out of town, and my little brother, he's 15 at the time, he throws a party, and when you know it, things get out of hand. Things get a little bit out of hand. And the next thing I know, I'm getting a call from my younger brother, and he's like, dude, we're in trouble. One of the kids' moms, they're calling me right now, so I need you to impersonate Dad to this mom right now. So I'm like, dude, that's a terrible idea. I'm not going to do that. And he's like, bro, stop being a pussy. So obviously I got to do it. You know, I don't want to be a pussy. So the woman calls and she's like, "Hey, Mr. Bear, are you aware that there are minors drinking in your attic right now?" And then here I go. This is my time. This is my impression of my dad to get everyone off the hook. "Oh, dude, no, we're chilling over here, bro. It's fine. We're totally chill over here, dude. Don't even worry about it." All right, guys, that's been my time. Give it up for Go Bananas. I've been Stephen Bear. Give it up for your next comic. He's funny as hell. You're going to love him. Give it up for Blake Chamonix.
Love you. Give another round for Stephen Bear, everyone. Well, hello, everyone. My name's Blake. I'm a balding 25-year-old male Christian. So yes, ladies, I am a virgin. You know, I like to make fun of that, but in reality, I actually did kiss a girl on a first date once. Yeah. Turns out, not a lot of people say goodbye to their mom like that. You know, now that I'm getting older and losing hair, I'm realizing that I actually don't have as much riz as I thought I did. I was on Hinge the other day, and I saw this girl that said she was pansexual, and I'll admit, I was a little ignorant, I didn't know what she meant, so I asked her, metal or cast iron? She didn't like me back, by the way. You know, when I'm not spitting game to the ladies, I like to consider myself a... Thank you. When I'm not spitting game, I like to consider myself a pretty athletic person. Like just the other day, my smartwatch cheered for me once I hit 10,000 steps. Yeah. I was laying in bed. No, I actually do working out and moving. I just recently picked up CrossFit. Anyone here do CrossFit? All right, so one dude. This dude hates his life. But actually really do enjoy it. It gets a lot of flack, but I think it's pretty fun. We listen to one dude tell us what to do. We sit up and stand down whenever he tells us, and we shill out a ton of money every single month. It's awesome. It's basically Catholicism. Protestant. She gets it. You know, being this self-proclaimed Christian, I get a rap for having to be a good guy. And sometimes it can backfire. Like just the other week, I was walking down the street and I saw a construction worker building a brick wall. And it was really cool because I've never seen someone do it. The tools, the techniques, the blend of art and science. And I was asking him questions, he was telling me more about it, and it was really cool. I learned a lot. So I did what I thought was best, and I paid the dude a compliment. Turns out, that's not what bricked up means. I was told I mansplain a lot, so for those of you that didn't laugh, let me explain why that joke is funny. See, I thought I was complimenting his work. Turns out I was complimenting his schmeedy cock. I just recently started a new job. Yeah. My manager is not in this crowd, so I had a different joke, but all right. But actually was unemployed for a few months, and I gotta say, it's hard work not having a job. For instance, I had to wake up. Yeah. Speaking of waking up, in middle school, I fell asleep in class one time. Turns out, really bad time to have a wet dream. My parents have a cat named Squeakers. That's the joke. Mom, if you're watching this live stream, give Squeaky a treat for me. Meow. Do you think the NFL should give out do-rags instead of hats at the draft? If you laughed at that, you're racist. It looks like I'm running out of time, so I'll end with this. This is actually my first time ever doing stand-up, and thank you. Thank you. And actually learned it's a lot harder writing jokes than just bullshitting with your friends and improvising on the spot. Like, you actually have to learn how to be funny, and in doing that, you have to improve at comedy. And I realized that's a process. And in that process, there's two camps you can fall into. One, you can get better, you can improve, and become a better person, or you can give up and die trying. If you think about it, it's kind of like cancer. Thank you. Have a wonderful night, and give it up for your next comic. He's really funny. Chris Seymour.
Hey, one more time for Blake, huh? How about that? One more time. First time, man. He's getting a bunch of laughs. So that's not, none of that shit's easy. You all been here all night. You all seen people trying to get laughs all night long. Hasn't been happening, right? Well, Blake said he was a 25-year-old balding Christian. I said, no wonder the cum jokes haven't been working tonight, guys. Here I go to give him 5 more minutes of cum. I'm kidding. You can wipe the disgusted look off your face. I'm 40. I'm not coming anymore. Nothing's happening anymore. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm dehydrated all the goddamn time. I just turned 40 last year and also just found out about water, like the importance of water. I knew it was important, but I always assumed that sody pops and beer were a fine delivery system of water. Not after 40, player. I'm dehydrated all the goddamn time, man. I got a prostate the size of a Florida orange, man. I'm never gonna come standing up again. Those days are gone. Cum can be funny, guys. I want you to know that. You seem like you got youth on your side, brother. How old are you? 40. Fuck me, you look great. There's not a goddamn gray hair on you, not in your beard. It's not even patchy. You look good. And you're wearing a Nirvana shirt. It's not even ironically because you remember them being popular. Good for you, brother. How about you, friend? You look like you're under 40. There it is, 25. If he said 40, I was gonna kick him in his fucking chest. Not because you did anything wrong, it's just, I can't take another L up here, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. 25, man, I vaguely remember 25. I was poor, but I was happy, you know what I mean? I was still getting them strong boners, the one that stands 6 to midnight, you know what I mean? 25, my man could come up here, arch his back, cool breeze comes through here, he could fire a jizz ribbon through the brick wall in the back like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah! See? See? Come being funny. How about that? I'm 40, player, and I'm dehydrated all the time. It doesn't matter. That's not happening for me. It doesn't matter what any of you in this room do to me. I might come on my balls. That's as far as it's getting. It's more of a dribble situation with the dehydration issue, right? There's no pop. It's more of a dribble. I got to squeeze it out like the end of a toothpaste tube. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Visibly distressed. I fucking love that shit, dude. You know what I mean? I love that shit. Okay, everyone. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. And jizz, right? I'll get him. I can sit up here and talk to y'all for 20 minutes about how my prick don't work anymore after 40, but we all know that's going to happen. That's nothing new. I was prepared for that to some degree. What no one prepared me for is how goddamn emotional I'd become at 40 years old. I'm crying at everything. I watched a video the other day on my Instagram reel. Some dude was beating cancer. He's leaving the cancer ward. He's got him beating this goddamn bell. Everyone's crying. Me on the shitter at work, sobbing. I drink a lot, right? You put a couple days of drinking together, no sleep. The membrane gets a little thinner, right? I get a little weaker emotionally. I'm watching TV, I see a pregnancy test commercial. It's positive, they're starting a family. That's fucking beautiful. Same shitter, same job, sobbing. And I bought a motorcycle a couple months ago. I bought a Harley Davidson for the first time. And thank you so much, friend. I appreciate your support. But when you buy a Harley Davidson at a Harley dealership, it's a production, all right? I mean, it's a whole thing. Everybody on staff comes out. They're on bikes. They're revving up engines. They're honking horns, playing music. And the whole time, a guy's on the PA talking shit about you. Hey, give it up for Chris. And they're taking a picture, right? And they got me beating this goddamn bell like I just beat cancer. And I'm choking back tears the entire goddamn time. It's a big day. First Harley Davidson, then they get to go home and watch wrestling. Oh, yeah. 11-year-old Chris was wearing a wedding dick that day. You know what I mean? Yeah! You can't cry in the Harley Davidson dealership, friends. You can't cry because you bought a fucking Sportster. You know what I mean? You can't cry getting your picture taken next to a dude who has his whole ear tattooed. You know what I mean? It's not going to reach over and grab your shoulder and say, I know, it's a big day, brother. No. He's going to call me a mean name that no one should say into a microphone and then kick me out the front of his fucking place. So that's it for me, guys. Turned you all around. All right, we got one more comic for you. How's that make you feel, everybody, huh? We're almost out of here. Your next comic, your last comic of the evening is very, very funny. She tours all over the country. You're going to love her. Put your hands together for Rena Calm, everybody.
Keep clapping real hard for Chris Seymour and everybody else. Clap hard enough to make up for his soft little dick. Sorry. He didn't say it was little. I added that. That was creative expression. I think that's so brave. I'm so glad men are able to talk about that. Like, it happens to everybody, and if it doesn't, believe in yourself. It could happen someday. I think it does start happening when guys get older, you know? Like, your heart and your brain kind of connect to your dick. You start crying all the time, and you'll be like a battering ram one moment, then the next moment you're like, oh, I thought about my dad, or like just something throws you off. I think every man gets to a certain point in his life when the only thing hard in his pocket is candy. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, it's coming for you. I get upset when guys, like, I don't know, just at the idea of it being something you can't even talk about because, like, that's a sexual health problem. And women have sexual health problems too, but we're, like, not allowed to. Oh, God forbid I mention my period. God. Sorry, Christians. I'm here to scream about my period. I hope that's... I know it's uncomfortable to experience anything like that, but like I get really upset when it comes to women's health care, because like that problem for guys is something you could fix at a gas station, okay? Like that's something... There's a commercial for a different kind of dick speed in between every single TV break. Like you guys have it covered. Even the hair loss commercials for men seem perverted now. It's like, oh, is your hairline getting soft? Are you having a tough time keeping that thing up? Get your hair hard. And then period commercials are like, is your period blue like Windex and filling up a jug? No, help me. Like, what the hell? I am mad when it comes to sexual health. Did you guys know this is 100% true? Just last year, 2022, the medical field finally started studying the clit. What the hell? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, way to clap for, who was that for? Yeah, good for you, bitch. You got a man celebrating. How did they just start studying that? Like, it must have been in the book. Maybe they couldn't find the page. I don't know. That seems... You should write a guide, okay? How to give girls the clap. That's... I don't understand how they didn't study that before. I've never understood when people are like, where's the clit? Good luck finding that thing. Like, where's yours? Under the chair? You know what I mean? You know where it is. That thing lives in the hood. If you're ever searching and trying to figure out a respectful way to please a woman's body, just remember one thing. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Okay. Yeah. Mine's hard to miss. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys sit with that for a minute. I'm sitting with it all the time. No, I don't call mine a clip. Mine's big like a car. I call it a Taurus. You know? Okay, it's fun to rant complete. I am really happy to be here in Cincinnati. I just finished a major goal since I was here last time. I completed a major goal of performing comedy in all 50 states. 50 states and only been arrested in one. Good stats. If you guys get to know me, you'll figure out if I was arrested, it had to be for one of two things, either weed or a crime. It was weed. Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna end up now, you know? I feel like I've been so many places. I got to go to Hawaii. That was a really cool place. Anybody here been to Hawaii? Anybody? Yeah? Honolulu, maybe? You guys go to the... No? Oh, somewhere for rich people? Okay. No, you went to Honolulu? Okay, cool. Money. No. Honolulu is awesome. You know, that's where I went. I would love to go other places. Are you available? Okay, I'm just kidding. You want any of this big clit energy? Honolulu's like any other city. I didn't realize they just have like everything there, you know? I got there at night and it was a long day with traveling, but I told myself like, you're gonna wake up in paradise. Then driving along the highway, I was like, oh dang, I didn't know Paradise had an Office Max. They got everything. They got Office Max, Petco, my depression. Ooh. My depression did make it to Hawaii. Unfortunately, it's a carry-on. Wish I could keep it in check. It's weird they let me bring it on the plane. Is when it gets going, it's a lot more than 3 ounces of fluid. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know they had so many corporate chains there. Like, of course, I knew Honolulu. Of course, I knew Pearl Harbor was there. But I didn't know they had so many Old Navies. Sorry, you're like, oh, I don't know if I like that, but unfortunately, it's funny. Trying to figure out where I'm going to end up, you know, now that I've performed everywhere. I lived in the Midwest for a long time, and I love the Midwest. I love coming to the Midwest. I want to live somewhere with healthcare, so maybe another country, maybe another planet. I want to live somewhere with legal weed and a view. I want to live somewhere with a view. I mean, like, I love the Midwest, but it's kind of a blandscape, you know? I think that's why they put up so many billboards, just to give it some levels. Pops of color. There's crazy billboards in the Midwest. When you leave Ohio and go into West Virginia, there's competing billboards on either side of the highway. On one side of the road, it says, "Don't let temptation drag you from the Lord." And on the other side of the road, it says, "Titties, this way." I just feel like putting a religion on a billboard is kind of silly or weird. I don't know. I mean, I was in Montana, and everywhere around you is beautiful, but somewhere in the middle of all that beauty, somebody paid to put up a big sign that just says, "Jesus." I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Religion on a billboard is always weird. There's a billboard in Ohio, and there's one in Indiana, too. Every time I see it, I'm like, who pays for that? It just says, Indiana, or hell is real. You know what I mean? The joke is, I think the billboards in hell say, Indiana is real. Okay. I feel like Montana, you don't need billboards about religion. Look at a tree, look at a mountain, look at a river. Indiana, sure, make a reminder. But I feel like you're doing it weird. I grew up Jewish, so I didn't grow up with like proselytizing, you know, we're the chosen people. Okay, like you can believe anything you want. I have crystals, okay? You can believe anything, but believing you're right is kind of treacherous. There's no quicker way to be wrong than to be sure you're right about anything, you know, and then it shuts you off to new ideas. And believing you're so right that you need to tell other people what to believe is like, I think, a diagnosis. I don't know. I just feel like places where they say, like, you need Jesus. I want to be like, you need a Chipotle here. Could you get a bigger grocery store? Let's try some options. I believe in keeping an open mind and trying new experiences. So, yeah, I like drugs. I I just like a little bit of drugs. Yeah, a smidgen. I like them a lot. Love a small amount. love just a tiny little amount of drugs. Yay! I love drugs. Weed should be legal everywhere, I think, absolutely. I think you were trying to sell me some. I don't know what was going on there. I'm down. I think weed should be legal across the board, federally decriminalized. I should get a refund from Oklahoma. You know, that's where I stand, but... Also, maybe it's like the 90s kid in me has some nostalgia for when it was totally illegal, because it should be everywhere. But I also feel like it kind of works better when you're a little bit scared. Just like religion. I think weed should be legal everywhere, but you gotta be careful. Like, I don't like to smoke weed and drive, but I do it all the time. And I was in Iowa recently, total straight shot of highway, nobody around me, so I took a little puff, felt good, so I took another one. That was too many. And I had the craziest thought, thinking like, man, it's crazy they let people get high and operate machinery like this. Yeah, they super don't. Anybody in here done mushrooms? Yeah? Getting silly with the Cybin? What? I love mushrooms. I like a little bit of mushrooms, you know? Just a little bit. It's all about the setting when you're doing drugs like that, right? Like where you're at, who you're with. And I love going beautiful places, national parks. So I thought it would be the perfect setting to do a little bit of mushrooms when I went to the Grand Canyon last year. Hurtful. That laugh was knowing and hurtful. Wasn't until I was clinging to the edge of a cliff, doing what I can only describe as giggle crying, that I realized I overdid it. I don't know how long I was out there. All I was thinking was like, oh, it's crazy they let people get high and operate machinery like this. I was just like weeping. Time passed, you know, the sun went down and like, I was just looking down around like, oh my God. It's already grand. You don't need drugs. This place slaps. Has anybody in here done acid? Hell yeah. I feel like the people that have done those drugs, when I said Grand Canyon, you're like, oh, you don't need anything with admission. You can just go outside and cry at the stars. You know what I mean? You don't need... Acid's cool. I only did it once. I don't know why mushrooms feel like, oh, what a fun plant. And acid feels like, oh, paperwork. It's extreme. I was worried about having a bad trip when I did acid, so the guy I was dating convinced me it would be a really good time if we also did a little bit of Molly. Oh my God, he was right. He was. Let me tell you a quick story about how good Molly feels. Worst time I ever had doing Molly, I haven't done it a lot, but one time I was at a party and I got some Molly for me and this guy I was dating, and I took mine and I was like, here, I got you some Molly. And he goes, I actually don't ever want to see you again. And so I left, and I started walking home thinking like, uh-oh, it is kicking in, and I have a lot of feelings right now. And then I got home to my apartment, and the guy who lived across the hall from me was dead. I don't know what happened. I couldn't inquire possibly at all. Like the police were there. I was just like, it was really kicking in, and I was like, oh my God, oh my. Had to get into the house, and I got dumped. There was a man dead. I shut the door, and I was like, I feel great. So we did a little bit of acid and a little bit of Molly. And we were at the perfect setting for drugs like that, because we had an Airbnb. There was nobody around us for miles. We had a campfire going. And we were all on different stuff, but somewhere in the middle of this trip, we all had this moment where we felt like the house we'd rented had come to life. We all took turns not saying that out loud, you know? Like, keep it to yourself. Keep Beauty and the Beast was a movie. Shut up, okay? Like, but then we realized we all felt it. We realized what we felt was that the house had a heartbeat. And we realized we all felt the same heartbeat in the same rhythm. And we were like, oh, we did it. Our connection is so powerful that this house is part of us now. We are all connected like trees in a forest, breathing the same breath, beating of the same heart. We are so magical. We're so powerful. Then we realized somebody put shoes in the dryer. So keep an open mind, because you're probably wrong about something. I gotta finish up here. I do have a camper. I built a van into a camper. Pretty cool time. I believe there should be more women in construction. Thank you. Yes. Just nobody agreed. Thank you. There should definitely be women in construction. We can hold a vibrator for a very long time. That's most of it. I don't have a full camper. It's like a green room on wheels. I don't have like a kitchen or a bathroom or anything. I did get a Shewee. Any gals know the Shewee? Hell yes. This clit is spoiled. For those of you who don't know, it's the ladies' pee funnel. Yeah. It's this funny little contraption they've made for us. It's a strange little device. It's a really weird little, I'm selling them after the show, so if anybody wants to feel empowered for $10, hey, save yourself a hover at a public restroom, just whip out your little peacock, and okay, it's small, right? I'm supposed to fit my whole pussy in there? And I have. You can't have this one. No, I'm just kidding. I was supposed to. Okay, I'm sorry. That was root beer. That's weird. It's this small. Sorry, I have to stop flinging it around up here. It's crazy. It's like, this is crazy. Okay, because like when you guys have to go on the go, right? They're not like, oh, don't use a regular bottle. Get you a Gatorade, king. You know. Probably need a big gulp for that hog. Like, make room. You guys have a hose with a spout, but it's like, clear a path, you know? And then they give us this little piss kazoo. Like, woo, okay. That's crazy. Our pussies are way bigger than your dicks. Are you kidding me? I could fit that whole thing in there. Not impressed. This is a good one. You got to be careful. They don't work in every occasion. If there's wind blowing, you know, or maybe practice in a shower, do a mindful meditation. You can't just go in an emergency. You have to like let a slow trickle form. It's. I actually tried one for the first time, and I don't want to brag, but perfect pour. Just a thin layer of foam. You got to be careful. Follow the rules. You poop in that thing one time, it is game over. Try to take shortcuts where I can. I don't have a kitchen, and I love coffee, so I'll try to get a bottle of cold brew concentrate, mix it up front, make my own coffee. Pour a little strong, though, so the real game is concentrate. I'm not shitting your pants at Joshua Tree. I did not shit my pants at Joshua Tree. Those are not my pants. What are you gonna do when your Shewee's clogged, am I right? I love corn. Not everything I've said is true, but there are some kernels of truth in there. If anybody would like to feel empowered, I guess anybody could do it. I feel like ladies should get good enough to write their name in the snow. You know what I mean? I want that for us. My name's only 5 letters. I want to get good enough to write respect me. Okay. I'll be out front if anybody wants a piss funnel, or I've also got some coffee mugs. Oh, you could fill it up yourself. It says, don't talk to me until I've had my orgasm. It's $10, holds any liquid. Cup of squirt? Okay, I'm sorry, that's enough. One time a guy made me squirt, he thought. I peed in his tent. Sometimes you're not sure. I knew what it was. I didn't tell him. I couldn't tell him. He was so proud of himself. I had to let him have it, you know? He thought he unlocked a sexual secret. The secret is I was on a little bit of Molly and acid, and his face turned into an alien shape, and I got scared. You guys have been so much fun. Thanks for coming out. Have a great night.
Rena, calm, ladies and gentlemen. Let her hear it one more time. Hell yeah. Buy a Shewee from her. I've got 7. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We've been on a journey together tonight, huh? A magician, a guy with a sword. Check out the Go Bananas website. Come see another show. You guys are amazing. Have a great night. Thank you guys so much.